call this strategy the loop. The reason I call it the loop is because it works just like one. It's circular, in which one action can be committed to multiple results. It's pretty awesome. The first thing that you want to do is by starting to create content that people care about. The best approach for this is understanding what people want to see, understanding what the market is demanding, understanding why people are making a decision. Because ultimately, and this is really difficult to understand for agents, but people aren't just in the home buying or selling business, they're in the making a life decision business. People purchase homes, well, because they want to get out of a situation or get into one. So why don't we talk about everything that happens before the home buying process? Why don't we talk about the neighborhoods, the communities, the school district systems? If you're a parent and you're thinking about making a move anywhere, one of the first things that you would want to know about is the parks, right? As someone in their 20s, one of the first things that I would want to know about is the opportunities of working out, collaborating, networking. These are important things, and these are considerations that we must have, especially when we're making a massive decision. So why don't we talk about that? And if you don't know where to start, simply just go to ChatGPT and type in this prompt. I am a local agent in the Rochester, New York market. I am looking to create content around living in and moving to Rochester, New York. Please give me 10 prompts or 10 ideas that every single parent must have before making a massive decision. What are things that people are looking for? You are a social media expert and you understand human psychology really well. It's kind of scary how awesome AI is at this, but it's pretty awesome. And it should give you 10 things or 10 topics to talk about. Then you just talk about it. You post this on social media and you talk about the events happening in people's lives. Remember, people hate being sold to. The days of cold calling, door knocking, yeah, they're still around, but they're just not around as much as they used to be. I still cold call, I still door knock, but the results that I get from doing these activities is 10 times higher. So I implore you to talk about things that people care about. People care about, well, opportunities for themselves, their family. This is what our content should be focused around. One of the best things and best ideas in this whole loop system is using content to drive awareness. Because remember, our job here is to make it so that people know us, like us, and trust us. Trust us is the most important thing. Our job is to create and cultivate a relationship with an audience that, well, doesn't know us just yet. The best approach that I have for this is with webinars and PDFs or home buyers and sellers guides. When I have content that's out, one of the things that I talk about is, hey, listen, making a decision is difficult. And some people just aren't visual or audible learners, and that's okay. So let's have an opportunity for everyone. And by this, I mean, let's create a PDF or a guide that's designed to talk about everything. And again, it should include everything. For whatever reason, agents like to hide things and make everything more convoluted than it has to be. Let's just give it all away. Everything, literally everything. Your unique value proposition, your unique selling proposition, the contract, the neighborhoods, all of these things, let's just give it away. Because ultimately, what does this do? It drives competition. And the second thing is it shows that you're not scared. You don't have a scarcity mindset. And as an agent, that's really important. So that's the second thing, is having a PDF that's made. One of the best successes that I've had is with webinars. A lot of people, especially if they're taking 30 to 60 minutes of their day to learn about something, have seen value in you. And that's really powerful stuff. The best approach with webinars is very, very simply this. It's introduction. Why are we here? About me, here's 5 minutes, maybe even less about me. The main body, which is gonna be about 45 minutes. The call to action, which is just 1 to 2 minutes. It's not long. We're not gonna sales pitch people. That doesn't work. And then the conclusion. The conclusion is simply this. If you want a recap or a replay of this, here it is. I'll be sending you an email. That's it. That's the entire webinar. And again, just use AI, use ChatGPT. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. Remember, people are listening to you because you're you. One of the best phrases to use in webinars and conversations is the way that it works for me. People care about your opinion. If someone is watching this, if you're watching this, to a degree, you care about what I have to say. People care about what you have to say. So don't just speak in objectivity, speak with subjectivity, speak with authority, and speak about topics you're aware about. Because you know a lot more than you think. And then use AI for help. Okay, great. So in this process of the loop, we've got content that's being made. We've got a secondary retention idea with a webinar, a PDF, and there's hundreds of other things that we can think about. The final piece of this, ads. Ads scare a lot of people, and I think it's scary for one main reason. You're kind of throwing money into the abyss, or at least that's what a lot of agents think. You're putting money into something and you're not 100% sure if it's going to work. I'm going to say something that's probably not best approached, but you're in a business. In a business, you have to experiment with marketing. You have to experiment with ad dollars until something works. And if it doesn't, you keep trying again and again. The only failure is when you stop trying. So the third approach in this is ad retention. And this is my favorite thing because ads have one capability that really everything else doesn't: scalability. We can scale ads really, really fast. And we can do this very quickly and effectively. If you go to websites like onlinejobs.ph or to Facebook groups with I Need a Virtual Assistant, there are people quite literally with bachelor's and master's degrees in computer science that can help you build this for $5 to $10 an hour. Whoa. And before you think, oh my gosh, I'm definitely breaking some kind of laws and regulations, this is in the Philippines. That's a lot more money than it is here. So don't be afraid to delegate the process. Don't be afraid to put some money into it as well. And what I would do in the ad, what I would talk about there is just this. You saw this through an ad. You saw some kind of value proposition for you. Give people that. Hey, listen, if you saw my webinar, thank you so much. Click the link below if you want to have a one-on-one strategy session to make it sure that you understand the entire process. The process has shifted so much for buying a home in Monroe County, and I want to make sure you have all the information that you need. That's it. That's the ad. And ultimately, that's the loop. From content creation, creating identity for ourselves, and identity for our brand, to just being informational. And not just having that likability factor that comes with content, but also the trust factor with PDFs and webinars, and then the retention factor of ads. You have created, in my opinion, the perfect loop. And the reason that this works so well is because you're honing in on everything that makes you unique. Here are the top 5 best taco places in all of Monroe County, in my opinion. Here are the top 3 strategies to buy a house in Henrietta, in my opinion. These things, when you talk about with subjectivity, people care about that. You've become unique. You've also built trust and authority. And if someone's watching you, they obviously like you. Like me, know me, and trust me. I think that's the best approach to add an extra 6-figure to your business. Awesome, you guys like my suits? Well, in this one, let's talk about the actual content piece. Because I know we talked about, obviously, the entire broad picture, and it's a lot of data and information to actually absorb. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go hop on my Loom. I'm going to take you step by step of the actual content iteration process. I'm gonna show you how to make amazing YouTube videos, how to make amazing Instagram videos, and ultimately how to actually make sure these videos are gonna perform the best. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but this topic is number 1 covered, and number 2 really, really long. What if I told you that we can make YouTube videos in less than 30 minutes? What if I told you I can make Instagram videos in less than 5? And this entire process from finding, creating, and actually sculpting should take you less than an hour. You interested? Well, let's go watch my Loom.